Hello everyone, myself Mahesh Manke, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Dayanand College of Pharmacy, Latur. Here I am discussing about drugs used in treatment of Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease. So first of all, what is meant by Parkinson's disease? In short, it is known as PD. Parkinson's disease is an extrapyramidal motor disorder characterized by rigidity, means a person unable to move, then tremor, means involuntary shaking or movements of leg, hands, head, etc., and hypokinesia, means reduced muscle movement, with secondary manifestations like defective posture and gait, then mask-like face and dementia. Dementia, nothing but the thinking and social symptoms that interferes with the normal functioning, like loss of memory, then loss of language, skills, etc. Then Parkinson's disease is a progressive degenerative disorder mostly affecting older people and first described by a scientist James Parkinson in 1817. The most consistent lesion in Parkinson's disease is degeneration of neurons in the substantia nigra pars compacta regions of brain and as well as the nigrostriatal tract, that is known as dopaminergic tract in the brain. This results in deficiency of dopamine in striatum, which controls muscle movements and coordinates movements of our body. Next, cardinal features of Parkinson's disease. So first of all, bradykinesia means slowness of movement, and akinesia, that is a loss of physical movement. Then muscular rigidity, then resting tremor, which is usually disappears during voluntary movement, then impairment in postural balancing leads to disturbances of gait and falling. Next, drugs used in treatment of Parkinson's disease. So that classified into two major classes. In that, first, drugs affecting brain dopaminergic system, and second, drugs affecting brain cholinergic system. We will discuss first drugs affecting brain dopaminergic system. It is again subclassified into 6 classes. In that, first one, dopamine precursor. Example is levodopa, that is known as L-dopa. Then second class, peripheral decarboxylase inhibitors. Examples are carbidopa, then benserazide. Then next class, dopaminergic agonist. Examples are bromocriptine, ropinirole, pramipexole. Then next class, fourth class, MAO-B inhibitor. Example is selegiline. Then fifth class, COMT inhibitors. Examples are entacaptone, entacapone, tolcapone, etc. Last, sixth class, dopamine facilitator. Example, amantadine. Then second main class, that is drugs affecting brain cholinergic system. It is subclassified into two classes. In that first class, central anticholinergic drugs. Examples are trihexyphenidyl, also known as benzhexol, then procyclidine, bipyridine. Then second class, antihistaminic drugs. Examples are orphanadrine, promethazine. So next, how Parkinson's disease drugs work means Parkinson's disease drugs works on body. So look this diagram. So here is the peripheral part, here is the brain part, and this is the blood-brain barrier. So L-DOPA. So L-DOPA, which is converted into dopamine by DOPA decarboxylase enzyme. Then L-DOPA again converted into 3-ortho-methyl-DOPA by COMT enzyme. So L-DOPA, which easily crosses BBB, that is blood-brain barrier, then it reaches in the brain. After reaching the brain, L-DOPA converted into dopamine, and that dopamine breakdown by COMT inhibitor. That dopamine breakdown to 3-ortho-methyl-DOPA, which is inhibited by COMT inhibitors like tolcapone. Then second one, again the dopamine, which is converted into MAO-B, and that again inhibited by MAO-B inhibitors like selegiline. Again look in the circulations out of the brain, that L-DOPA, which is converted into dopamine, that conversion again inhibited by DOPA decarboxylase inhibitors like carbidopa, as well as L-DOPA, which is converted into 3-ortho-methyl-DOPA, and that conversion inhibited by inhibiting that enzyme COMT, that is COMT inhibitors, again like tolcapone or entacapone. Next, in the brain, look, this is presynaptic neuron and postsynaptic neuron. When dopamine, which is released in the synaptic cleft, again dopamine facilitator like amantadine, which increases the availability of dopamine in the synaptic cleft here. And then on postsynaptic neuron, again dopamine agonist drugs like bromocriptine, propinorole, which binds with dopamine receptors, means shows actions like dopamine, and hence produces dopamine like action on postsynaptic neuron. So this whole diagram showed various types of drugs which is used in treatment of Parkinson's disease, how they act on various systems in our body. Next, second disease, that is Alzheimer's disease, in short known as AD. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurodegenerative disorder which affects older individuals and is most common cause of dementia. Most common type of dementia accounts for 60 to 80% of cases. Dementia refers to acquired global impairment of intellect, memory, and personality, that is cognitive functions, in the absence of gross clouding of consciousness or motor involvement. Alzheimer's disease was first described by German psychiatrist Alois Alzheimer in 1906. There is marked cholinergic deficiency in the brain through neurotransmitter systems are also affected. Next, pathological features of Alzheimer's disease. It produces brain shrinkage and localized loss of neurons, mainly in the hippocampus and basal forebrain area of brain. Then loss of cholinergic neurons in hippocampus and frontal cortex regions of brain. Diffuse atrophy of cerebral cortex and an enlargement of ventricular system. Look this diagram. So this is normal brain, and this during Alzheimer's disease appearance of brain. So here normal, and here during Alzheimer's disease, that is extreme shrinkage of cerebral cortex region, then cerebral extreme shrinkage of hippocampus region, and severely enlarged ventricles. So this. Next, drugs used in treatment of Alzheimer's disease. In that first class, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors. Examples are tacrine, rivastigmine, donepezil, galantamine, huperazine A. Then second class, glutamate, that is NMDA antagonist. Examples are memantine, dimebolin, etc. So next, how Alzheimer's disease drugs work. So first here, anticholinesterase inhibitors. So this is presynaptic neuron. It is a dopamine. Acetylcholine. So that acetylcholine, which is produced by acetyl coenzyme A. So look, acetylcholine which is produced and stored in vesicles. Then it released in that synaptic cleft. After release, acetylcholinesterase breakdown by acetylcholinesterase enzyme, and that breakdown inhibited by acetylcholinesterase inhibitors like rivastigmine, donepezil. So that's why there is more available of acetylcholine in the synaptic cleft. So next, second diagram shows NMDA antagonist. So here this is glutamate receptor, NMDA receptor. So binding of glycine and glutamate site. After binding, there is influx of calcium. Due to calcium influx, it produces existotoxicity on neurons and hence neurodegenerations, that is producing Alzheimer's disease. And for treatment purpose, we are blocking that glutamate binding with this receptor through NMDA antagonist like memantine. Memantine replaces that glutamates on that NMDA receptors. After binding that memantine, which blocks that receptors, hence it inhibits the entry of calcium inside the cell and produces neuroprotective action. Thank you.